What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today marks the day where we're finally going to start making some more Battlefield 2042 content. Yes, these past couple of weeks, I've been exploring and trying out different content, different games on this channel, and I gotta be honest, I've been having an absolute blast. It's been a little bit more slower period of time on this channel, but for my mental health, it's been phenomenal. And trust me, when it comes to the future, I'm going to keep doing this because it just makes content creation 10 times more fun than just sticking with one game and praying and keeping my fingers crossed that they're ever going to make it better. And then they never do, right? It drives me nuts. So it's great to actually hop off and play different games. So don't worry, the future of this channel, we're going to stick with different variety. But for now, obviously, that's how we do things. Brand new update coming out, 1.2. We're going to go ahead, test it out on live stream. We're going to start up that stream around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, the link to that Twitch channel is down in the description of this video. And we'll be streaming for about 4 to 5 hours, testing everything out. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, like I said, hop on the stream, go in the comment section. I read pretty much every comment that comes up live on stream. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know I go ahead and make all of my videos the day before. So clearly, I can't talk about 1.2 just yet. That's going to be coming tomorrow. But if you want to see my live impressions of that update, go over to my live stream. But when it comes to today's video, I actually have something pretty special put aside for you guys to listen to. Now, this video is going to be basically revolving around the future of the overall Battlefield franchise and why I have just a slight bit of hope for what the Battlefield developers are going to be doing for the future. Now, for anybody who's been watching me for a while now, there is one individual who I've been absolutely hyping up forever now, and that is Marcus Lehto. For anybody who doesn't know who this man is, basically, he's the co-founder of the Halo universe. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Halo franchise, one of the most goated games in the whole world, one of the best atmospheres to ever immerse yourself into. Yes, he is the co-founder of that whole thing. And now this man is coming over and working on the Battlefield franchise. EA specifically picked him up along with a few other developers, but to be honest with you, the only man who I really care about right now is Marcus. Now, the reason that I really like this dude is because he's one of the only developers who truly communicates with their community. The negative side, at least, the people who are extremely disappointed with their game. What developers tend to do nowadays is they put themselves in their little echo chamber where they can only hear positive critique or extremely friendly criticism. Anything that's just slightly overboard criticism or slightly overboard negativity, they'll completely shun out, ignore, and pretend that it never existed. So with that being said, you could obviously know that the critique that they're taking in is the bare minimum. Now, Marcus, on the other hand, he is the only person that I've ever seen on Twitter interact with every single person, whether they are extremely happy with the game and the franchise or they're extremely pissed off with the direction the franchise is taking. He will answer, respond, and basically settle down the whole community. I've never seen anybody ever do this, and I'm talking about everybody across the board. You know, excluding indie developers, of course. Indie developers are very open with their communities. But when it comes to AAA devs, nobody speaks to their community. They all have massive egos. And if anybody tries to give any negative criticism and they do it in a rant format or they're pissed off in some type of way, they just simply can't handle it. They break down, they start crying, they just can't handle negativity. Marcus, on the other hand, is a freaking legend. You could say anything to this dude. You could just be the most pissed off consumer in the world and he shrugs it off his shoulder. And you want to know why? Because he understands that's the market he's in. You know, when I used to go work customer service and people came into me and they were yelling at me, I had to understand, I had to differentiate that they're yelling at the people who are above me. Not me in particular, but they're yelling at me because I'm the only person there. You know, they're not going to go email my boss. They're not going to email the company. No, they're going to go ahead and lash out on me. Same thing with developers. Nobody's going to go ahead and message EA. Nobody's going to go and try to get in contact with Activision. And even if you try, it's not going to work, right? So what do? We lash out on the developers, and Marcus understands this concept. It's never anything personal. All these rant videos are never personal. We only want to see a better future for our favorite franchises, and he understands this concept, which means, yeah, he definitely gained my respect in every possible way. Now, again, a lot of people are going to see this tweet here and think nothing of it, but for me personally, this is massive news, and like I said, it just adds on to the catalog of tweets that Marcus has put out. Now, Bravo Intel put a tweet out over on Twitter saying, "Do you think Battlefield could ever be a top contending FPS game again in the future after all that it's been through?" And obviously, there's going to be tons of negative comments, tons of negativity talking about how this game is dead, it's over, the franchise is toast. out of all of that, Marcus comes in. The only person, keep that in mind, nobody else will associate themselves with this type of negativity. Nobody will throw themselves into this actual mosh pit. Nobody. Every developer will just completely steer clear of this toxic, type of tweet here. And Marcus has the balls, the massive set of balls to hop up in this bad boy and just straight up say, yes, it does have a chance to come back. And I gotta be honest, I completely believe this man. EA completely stripped all of the head developers from their game and put these individuals, like Marcus, for example, in control of the Battlefield franchise. I think Marcus knows exactly what we want, along with all of his other tweets that he has posted up. He understands that the Battlefield community wants a nitty-gritty, hardcore experience. A military realistic game that still keeps the arcadey flow that Battlefield games are known for. And again, tons of people out there do not believe him in any way, shape, or form. I made multiple videos about this topic, about how he understands the community, how he is communicating with the community, and everybody tells me that he's full of crap. And, he could be full of crap. But I gotta be honest, I have never felt this type of connection or this type of trust with any developer before. Every single game kind of wins me over at the end of the day. But recently, and also going into the future, I have not fallen for a lot of crap. My expectations have been extremely low for pretty much all franchises out there because I'm going to be honest, I'm just getting used to being spoon-fed absolute garbage day after day. It's no surprise to me. If it's not indie developed and it's AAA developed, it's typically going to turn out to be a disaster in the beginning, and then after a year or two, maybe even 3 years, it's going to turn into a half-decent game. That's just typically how AAA games release nowadays. But Marcus has given me this small bit of hope that I would just want to put all my faith into him. Put all my faith that he can actually change the ways of what Battlefield is all about. And to be honest with you, we've already seen the changes within Battlefield 2042. The cosmetics have changed. The voice lines have been completely scrapped from the game and they're reworking them. And hopefully the lore and everything else that makes a Battlefield game so outstanding and makes you want to invest more time into what Battlefield is all about will improve within future introductions. Now, all of the work is probably not going to go ahead and change 2042. 2042 is already long gone. You know what I'm saying? They could fix it up as much as they want. They can change things around. And trust me, I'm going to go ahead and cover it. Just like with the new update today, I'm going to go ahead, look at it, see what it's all about, and definitely put some playtime in. But at the end of the day, this game isn't going anywhere. My expectations are set for the future Battlefield titles, and as long as Marcus is in complete control of what these games are about, which he is, I believe he is going to be in control of the campaign side of things, then I am happy. I really hope that the multiplayer side of things will transfer over as well. We have to keep the overall game in the same mindset, right? You can't have multiple different mindsets or you'll end up with a game like Battlefield 2042. It was supposed to be a BR. Then they had to scrap BR and make it into a Battlefield game. But they need another side move, so they had to make Hazard Zone. And then, it's way too much. They need to have one foundation and branch off and build the rest on the outside. And I have complete faith that Marcus knows what he's doing, because even up to current date, even though Halo 5 was a little rough and all that stuff, I would say across the board, Halo is a fantastic franchise. Halo is just... the vibes that you just simply get out of that game are unlike any other game I've ever witnessed. And that's what makes Battlefield so good, right? Battlefield is amazing because of the vibes that the game produces. But Battlefield 2042 lacks all those vibes. It lacks an amazing soundtrack. It lacks the, realism of war. It lacks the squad play. It lacks literally everything that makes a Battlefield game fantastic. They pretty much just made this game to be Apex Legends. That's what it turned out to be. So, with Marcus as the lead, I hope that he can truly change things around, and he seems confident, extremely confident to be exact, about the future of what this game is going to hold. And also, I like how he's handling things. This isn't any Dr. Disrespect crap, where he's coming out and saying, oh, this game is going to be 10 million times better than Call of Duty. He's not trying to finesse anybody, but he's confident. You can tell the confidence within his tweets. You can tell the confidence within his voice, but at the same time, he's not going over the top saying, this is going to be the best game ever made. We are way ahead of schedule. We're absolutely killing it right now. No, he's not doing any of that. All he's doing is trying to settle down the community, and everybody who is voicing their concerns about the future of the franchise and voicing their concerns about the, style of gameplay that 2042 is producing and how it lacks the authenticity of what a Battlefield game is all about. It lacks the content, it lacks the variety, it lacks the gritty warfare, it lacks all of that stuff. He is just responding to that stuff. He's giving us an ease of mind without overhyping us at the end of the day. He's not saying the game is going to be stupidly crazy. He's just simply telling us that the vibes of 2042 are going to be completely switched around. And honestly, that's all we need to hear at the end of the day. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, bums a hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new to the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so: Twitter and Discord, put the link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.